right now. I put this message from myself to remember, so that helps me remember. Let's see, is it recording? Yes, okay, very good. I didn't know if anybody was actually watching this because a lot of the time we're just talking, but she said, why aren't you recording it? I miss watching them, so we'll record it if you or somebody else wants to watch it again. Okay, so how do you see this glass? This is a classic question, right? Yeah. Sahar said that you have this question in Lebanon. I don't know if all countries use this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you see the glass as half empty, that means pessimistic kind of person. If you see it as half full, then you're optimistic, right?
Yeah.
You guys know those words?
Yeah.
So, pessimistic or optimistic, right? What do you think? Sahar, which one are you? Oops.
Optimistic, half full.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that. Sahar said she's optimistic. It's half full. Nathir, how do you see the glass?
I see half full.
Oh. You, Ariane?
Usually I see it half empty, but I think it's not because I'm pessimistic. It's because I need more.
Oh. Because you can always have more. Yeah, interesting. Nidhal, how do you see it?
Yeah, I see it optimistic. Like it's half full. Yeah, I don't care about the empty one.
Right.
Okay, it works.
Optimistic, yeah. So do you guys know these words? Optimistic means positive. You see the world in a positive way. And pessimistic means negative, like you see the world like you don't have enough. You're always thinking you don't have enough. Where optimistic people think I have enough and I want to get more, maybe, right? Or you know, they're content with what they have, whereas pessimistic people tend to not be content where they are, always looking for something else. You know, there's always a problem that needs to be solved, whereas optimistic people say, oh, things are going pretty well. It could be better, but that's okay. I'm happy with what I have, and things are going to get better in the future. Okay, so that's kind of a personality question, right? Since this chapter is about personality, I thought I would start with that today. Checked in with everyone. Is everybody doing okay? I talked with Sahar and Nathir a little bit. Ariane, how's everybody at your house?
Everybody's good.
Can you tell me something new? I need to hear some new things. Learned or I don't know, something.
We are just going to outside for a walk almost every day because my son needs it. He has a lot of energy, so he needs to go outside.
Yeah.
And the weather is pretty good. The sunshine is great, and well,
nothing new.
Nothing new.
Yeah. What about that snow last week, you guys? Remember on Wednesday during our class, it started snowing?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's snow.
Friday. I was so surprised. Usually we have some kind of snow in April, but not usually for 3 days, like straight, you know. It was beautiful. I thought it was beautiful. It, you know, it's hard to stay inside, but it looks so beautiful. Like with the snow on the green grass and the flowers. I love that. But
yeah, listen to this story yesterday happened. My relative here, he have a son, and he have the birthday yesterday. So they told us that they have a birthday. As you know, we couldn't go there, and they couldn't also, you know, because the kids they can't, you know, engage together. So what shall we do? So you know. And that time we go to buy a present for the kids. So we only put the kids the present outside his home,
Yeah.
and we talk with them from the far distant, and we go home then. So no gathering.
Yes.
And something sad, you know.
Birthdays now. I know.
Yeah.
Well, that was
Yeah.
nice that at least you could give him a present and leave
Yeah,
it.
only. Yeah, and he was very happy when he see the present.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, my cousin had a birthday. It was last Friday, I think, and she lives in Colorado. So her sister, who lives here, organized a Zoom meeting with our family, and we all said happy birthday and talked to her on the Zoom meeting. That's how people are doing
Yeah.
it now.
There is a trend. There is a trend to call police these days to celebrate with them. I see some incident like this.
To call what?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
To call police to celebrate with them. There's two, one in Dearborn Heights and the one in Dearborn.
Yeah, you are right. Yeah, the police. Yeah, the police will come. Yeah, outside or in the
call
car.
police.
Yeah.
There's my son have a birthday and nobody can celebrate with him, so they
come outside
and
they say happy
they
birthday.
celebrate with them.
I never heard about that. You're saying the police come to your house to say happy birthday?
Just outside the car, outside.
No, just outside. Some cars, like 4 or 5 cars, and they stop in the street and just wave to the kids and say happy birthday.
I did not hear of that before. That's interesting.
No.
Maybe when my daughter turns 22 on May 6th, I'll have that for her. Would she like that?
Yeah, try to do that. But you should to make up an appointment with them, because I
don't think she would. Usually when she sees the police, she gets scared because she thinks she's doing something wrong. What did I do? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, other neighbors make scared because they didn't know what happened out in the street.
I have not heard about that. So the police don't have enough to do. They just go around wishing happy birthday because they're bored.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably not much crime anymore, right? Do you think crime has gone up?
No, there's about birthday.
Okay.
Roshana cannot come now because she has an appointment. When she finishes, she's gonna enter the class.
Who's that?
Roshana.
Okay. We'll look for
Abbas.
Abbas.
Me to tell you.
Abbas is Roshana, right? I'm trying to get comfortable in my chair. Okay. All right. So thank you. Sorry, Nidhal, I didn't hear about your house. Is everybody doing okay?
Yeah, we are all okay. And we prepare for Ramadan this next Friday.
Yeah.
I know. I was thinking about that. Do you have any special ideas about anything different you're going to do?
Just prepare some food or
we usually
decorate.
make sweets a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Hi, Ms. Kanapel. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good
Hanan.
morning.
Hanan.
Hanan. Yeah.
I need to go to my other. Oh, and I see Mohammed's with us as well. Great. Okay, so hi.
Hi.
Hanan, you're the one that has the iPhone?
Yeah, iPhone.
Okay, I'm going to put your name on it so we know that it's you. I'm just changing your name. I'm changing it from iPhone to Hanan so that I can remember and we can all see it. Okay, awesome. Hanan, how are you doing at your house?
Everything good. Yesterday it was so good outside. We went outside. We go around the blocks. Went around the blocks. Me and my kids.
Yeah, good.
For a walk, and then they played outside on the trampoline. It was nice yesterday. Yeah. I hope today like yesterday.
Yeah. It's supposed to be warmer today too, so they'll like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything good. Yeah.
That's good. Mohammed, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, teacher. Thank you.
Yeah. Are you getting outside and taking walks?
Yeah. I go with my brother sometime. My brother, they have a small company.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm see what he doing sometime. I go to home and do cooking the food and watching the TV. Coming my friends, just two friends. It's not a lot. Just
Okay.
a friend did close on me. It's
Mm-hmm.
never. And watch something movie, something like that. That's it. It's nothing to do with teacher, you know.
Well, you can do your homework.
Yes, I do it my own.
Or you could read a book in English.
Because
You can find another book and read it. That would be a good use of your time. Is anybody
I like to
reading?
listening.
Is
I like
anybody
to
reading
listening.
a book, by the way? Ariane?
Yeah, I'm reading a new book.
What are you
Mhm.
reading?
It's a book for fifth graders, 5th graders. It's I don't know if you know this book. It's Hatchet.
Oh, Hatchet, the same one that Nidhal, you read that, didn't you?
Hey.
Ah, did you read it?
Yeah, I read it before.
It's because my daughter has to read this book, but it's too complicated for her. Even if she's in 5th grade, but it's too complicated because she's not fluent. So I'm reading, I'm reading this book.
Oh. There's some words stranger, but all is okay for her age.
Mm-hmm. Good. Yeah, that was one of the books on our list, Ariane. So Nidhal, and did anyone else read that book? I can't remember. I don't remember. Maybe she was the only one that read it from our class, but that's a good one for learning English level. And
Did you know this book?
I read it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's on our list. The list that I gave you at the beginning. Maybe you didn't.
I don't remember. Okay.
Yeah, it's on our list. So I've read all the books on the list, and Nidhal.
Okay.
She chose that one to read, so you can talk with her about it. That's cool.
Oh.
It's nice to be able to talk with somebody. So you're helping her out with that and reading it together with your daughter?
With my daughter? No, yeah. She's reading another level, lower level.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I didn't want her to read it because a friend of mine told me that it was about a boy who wanted to kill himself. So I didn't want her to read it.
Yeah, there was one point where he got really, really depressed and he wanted to kill himself. It was like a short part of it, right, Nidhal? What do you think, Nidhal?
Yeah.
I forgot about that part, and I thought, I don't know. I forgot that it might not be appropriate for younger kids.
She's just 10, so I don't want her to learn this sort of words. So,
right.
And story. It's yes, I prefer a happy story.
It's a little sad because you have a compassionate for a young boy find himself alone on the lake.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody with him, nobody can prepare food for him. He can't take care about himself from wild animals. And it's a little sad.
It might be a little scary for somebody who's
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. I'm glad you remembered that you read that, because I had forgotten about that part. Great. Well, I really enjoyed talking to you guys. Really, I could talk for an hour, but I guess we should have some class. I am recording this, so hello, Sina, if you're watching this. See, we talk a lot. But maybe you can enjoy our conversation as well. Okay, so vocabulary listening B. Okay, I'll just ask you guys some questions and you can answer using the vocabulary first, and then I'll let you go in your groups and talk about the listening, I think is how we'll do that. Introvert or extrovert? Nathir, are you okay, Nathir? Or are you making a phone call?
Okay.
All right.
I want to call the Asper Library to because about my book. How can I deliver my book? It's past the limit, past the day.
Good
So
question.
when I call, yeah, when I call them now, they say all public school are closed, and you can leave a message. So now they told me to drop it, not now, 2 or 3 weeks ago. So if I drop it, that's okay. If it's the library closed, I don't know about that.
Yeah, most of the libraries that I've gotten messages from say, don't worry about it, drop off the books later when the quarantine is over, and they're not going to
So they
charge.
will not charge me?
No.
Okay, sounds good. Okay.
No, because they don't want you to go out and, you know.
Yeah, because because it's 3 months now, so I think that they will charge me something.
No, they're not going to charge you. They're going to just
Okay,
forgive
sounds good.
fines.
I will give it for you to return back. So in that case.
Give it to me.
No, I'm joking.
You can read it again.
Okay, no problem. It's a nice book, yeah.
Anyway, Nathir, would you describe yourself as an introvert or an extrovert, and why?
I am extravert because I like to communicate with the other people, making relationships, help other people, and that's good. We are created to help each other, right? So it's good to communicate with other people. Yeah. So sometimes when I see like the faces that look like sad, I want to joke with them to be more happy like this. Mm-hmm. So to change the mood of when we sit in the meeting or in other places. Okay. Yes, I am an active, not like sitting and listening. That's it. No. I can participate in meetings and other things.
That's probably what I would guess for you. But let me just argue one point, that I don't think that introverts don't care about helping people. Introverts and extroverts can care about helping people. What's the difference between introvert and extrovert?
Introvert, he behave lonely. He's no more communicating. Yeah, sorry.
Not socially. He's not socially.
Yeah, right.
That's
okay.
Like social events.
Yeah.
To be together with other people.
I think you guys might be taking an extreme view of extrovert and of what an introvert is, because really, if you look at the book, it tells you that an introvert is, what does it say? Prefers activities they can do alone, such as reading or playing video games. For most people, being an introvert simply means preferring less frequent social contact with smaller numbers of people, going out with friends one-on-one. So
the people who trust them, only the people.
They don't like groups. They like to go one person or something like that.
Right. Sometimes I think introverts get a bad reputation because people say they don't like to socialize, but the fact of the matter is they just like socializing with like a one-on-one or a smaller group of people.
Yeah.
And people they know well and maybe less frequently, but it doesn't mean that they don't like socializing. What I've heard before, the definition of introvert and extrovert, is that an introvert gets energy when they are by themselves, so then they can go out and have energy to talk to other people. And extroverts get energy when they're out. And then when they come back home, they start losing energy. So it kind of depends on how you gain energy. That's what I've heard anyway. And most people are a mix of both. Like you have some parts of you.
Sometimes you like to be alone or with one person, and sometimes you like to be in a group.
Right. So I would definitely guess that Nathir was an extrovert just by the way he's interacts with people. I'm guessing you're probably more of an introvert. Am I right?
Me?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm guessing. I don't know.
Like, I usually always stay alone. So because of that, I'm like introvert. But I like groups. I like to have fun a lot with groups, especially with friends, family. Yeah.
So you're a mix.
So I am usually an introvert.
Well, it doesn't mean what you usually do, but it means like what you prefer, Yeah,
I prefer extrovert.
Okay. All right. That's fair. Ariane, how would you describe yourself?
Introverts.
Interesting.
Yeah, maybe because I prefer to be quiet, and I like to be with a group, but if there is a leader, I don't want to argue with it, and I let the people just doing what they want, and just I follow. That's it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Nidhal, how would you describe yourself? Extrovert or introvert?
Actually, I find myself mix of them. Sometimes at the beginning I find myself introvert, but when I be with the group, no, I find that myself extrovert. So I don't know. Maybe I mix of them.
Yeah, like most people. Hanan, how would you describe yourself?
Extrovert.
Okay.
Always, always, because I have boys. I have to talk all the time.
Okay.
I don't have too much time rest.
Yourself.
Yeah.
Well, again, it doesn't really mean what it is that you are doing right now, but it's what do you prefer? Like maybe
I prefer introvert. Sometimes I want to be alone and don't see anyone, but sometimes no extrovert. I don't know. Yeah, extrovert. I like to see people, to meet people, to communicate with them. Half and half. Half this one and half this one.
Yeah, I probably would describe myself more as an introvert because I get more like every day I like to spend time just quiet, sitting on my couch, maybe reading a book, looking at my cats, just like I get energy from just like I just need to have some time alone every day.
Yeah, relaxing.
But I love going out and seeing people as well, but it's more like draining for me. If I go out and see people for 2 or 3 hours, then I want to come home and just like sit by myself and then recharge, and then I can go back out and see people. So probably I'm more of an introvert, but that doesn't mean I don't like talking to people, because obviously I'm talking to people all the time. I can talk for 1 hour.
I don't know, but I think it's the opposite. When you like sit with a group and like have fun or talk a lot, and I think you're gonna be more positive if you finish and you go home.
Yeah, well, that's true. I mean, I do feel positive, but I also sometimes feel tired from it. I don't know.
We usually feel tired from everything. If we go to class, if we go to anywhere, when you come home, you're like, I want to sit. It's tired. I'm tired.
Yeah, so it's kind of natural. I mean, maybe this whole thing about introvert and extrovert isn't even true. It's just a theory, right? It's a theory that Carl Jung, Jung, made popular in the 20th century. So just because it's a theory doesn't even mean it's true. So some people say, everybody's a mix of wanting to be by themselves and wanting to be social, and there's no such thing as introvert and extrovert. So we don't, you can have your opinion about that. How about awkward? What's a situation lately? Who should I ask?
Embarrassed.
Awkward recently? Hanan, do you have a situation where you felt awkward recently?
Recently, no. Sometimes my kids make me feel embarrassed.
Oh,
that's sometimes my middle son make me like that, feel like that. That's no, nothing else.
okay. Right. All right. Does anyone have an example of a time when they felt awkward recently? Awkward means what? Uncomfortable. You feel
Embarrassed.
embarrassed. Like, I don't know what to do.
Like it usually happens with me when I want to do presentation.
Oh yeah, right.
especially for my communication class, because like she give us like open topics. She tell us go to the like watch a video and talk about it. So I think what kind of video should I watch? What like it's so hard. So you have to like choose the topic and do everything you want.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely going to the front of the class, you might feel awkward, or even making those flip grid videos. Maybe
Yeah.
doing that the first time, or you know, talking. I remember, like, what was it, 5 weeks ago when we started this, talking on the screen and seeing myself. I felt very awkward about that, but now normal. Just watching myself, talking to myself on this screen. But now, you know, after you do something a few times, then you feel less awkward, I suppose.
That's a good example. When we delivered our speeches, I did 2 speeches at the same time for my 2 classes, and I feel awkward.
Okay. On the screen. Yeah. Let's see, I'm trying to decide if we should talk about these words or, sure, why not? Anxiety is, tell me something you have anxiety over. Who hasn't talked? Matt, Mohammed. Mohammed, do you have anxiety about anything right now?
Yes, teacher.
Do you have anxiety about anything right now?
Right now, no, we don't have any anxiety.
That's good. Most people do.
Yes.
Yeah, because of this situation.
Yeah.
Mostly of this
I know
situation.
the coronavirus. Everyone is excited, and in the life, but I keep everything for my God.
Say that again.
I know you have everyone it's anxiety in the life, but I'm keeping everything in my life for my God.
You mean you trust in God for everything?
Yes, trust. Yeah, I trust in my God for everything.
So you trust in God to keep everything going, that everything's going to be okay, so that reduces your anxiety.
Exactly.
That's a good point.
Thank you.
So we can say our anxiety, we can reduce our anxiety. That means to bring it down, right?
Yeah.
Our anxiety increases when, you know, something happens. All right, good. How about thrive on? Whenever we use the word thrive, we use on with it. So you thrive on something. So extroverts thrive on large gatherings of people where they can communicate with a lot of people, or introverts thrive on time alone. It means that they, what's the definition of thrive? To be motivated or energized by something. I mean, we all thrive on food and oxygen. That's all humans thrive on that. But, and love, of course, we all thrive on love. Something these days, now that we're in this quarantine, who would like to answer that? Let's see. Sahar, what's something you thrive on these days? Or anybody, if anyone has an answer, I don't know. Something that's keeping you going, keeping you positive.
Thrive from getting the coronavirus.
Well, no, you can't say that. if you say you thrive on the
thrive, yes,
virus,
thrive on,
it doesn't work because that means that you're getting
my family. Can I say like my family?
Yeah, you can say I thrive on my family. I thrive on spending time with my family. Yeah. Anything else that you thrive on these days?
I thrive on hearing something about vaccine, about coronavirus.
All right. So you thrive on positive news.
Yeah, positive news. Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
exactly.
That makes sense. I thrive on all of the good dinners that my family is making, because now not only me making dinners, we all take turns. So I thrive on the family working together and making good food for each other. That makes me happy and gives me positive energy.
Yes.
Differ from. Now, when you use the word differ as a verb, you have to use from as the preposition. So we have thrive on and differ from. Notice the preposition is different for those two different words. Prepositions are hard in English. So differ from. How do you differ from your husband or wife? Is everyone here married? Everyone except Muhammad. How do you differ from? How do you differ from your husband or wife? Somebody like to?
About their jobs, about their responsibilities, about their special characters.
Okay, so how do we say that grammatically, Nidhal? I differ from my husband in my job. Or our jobs.
Yeah.
Differ from my husband, and then you'd have to say in. Differ from.
In our responsibilities.
Yeah, in our responsibilities. Good. Okay.
Yeah.
Ariane, how do you differ from your husband?
Sorry, can you say it again?
How do you differ from your husband?
My husband about?
In anything.
This. We are just the opposite.
You differ
for everything.
Okay.
For everything.
All right. So is he an extrovert and you're an introvert?
Yes. Yeah.
So you differ from your husband in every way.
In every way.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Good answer. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about what the listening is for this time. Some of you, I think, listened to it. Some of you haven't yet. I'm trying to think. Let me see what time it is. My clock's not up here. Does anyone have the time right now?
Yes, 10:43.
Yeah, it's done for.
Thank you. Because I can't see it on my computer and I don't have my clock. All right. Let's trying to think what the best thing for us to do is. I'd like you, well, we have such a small group, so we don't think we need to split up in our groups today because we have a small number of people, so that's good. I mean, not good, but that's fine for us to do our work together. This listening conversation is about emotions and food. So my question for you is, do you, I think this is, I don't know if there's a question in your book, but my question for you is, do you think that you eat differently depending on your mood?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yes.
When I am happy, I eat a lot, and when I am sad, no, I don't eat. I quit eating.
Really?
Usually
for me, it's changed. When I am sad, I am eating a lot. When I am
really?
happy, I don't eat it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm also the opposite. When I am sad or angry, I eat more.
Yes.
Me too.
Interesting. Nidhal, what about you?
No, I don't think food or mood effect on the food, because I eat on my taste. Just what I like to eat. That's it.
Okay, so your mood does not affect your food. I like that rhyme. Your mood does not affect your food or what you eat. Okay. Nathir, do you have any opinion about that?
Not, maybe when I was sad, I was eat a little than when I'm happy. Like, especially when we go for vacation or something outside, I eat too much. Like not as usual day. Yeah.
Right. And when you're sad or feeling down, you said you.
Yeah, I don't. I eat a little. Yeah.
Well, when you say a little, I'm not sure if that means less or more.
Less. Yeah.
Less. Okay. Because
Less than usual, yeah.
remember that interesting grammar point when you say like I have a little food, it means like you have enough food. But if you say I have little, no A, I have little food, that means you don't have enough.
Say it again, please. I don't get
I don't, have you heard this before?
that. You know, maybe I hear it, but I forget what's the context.
Okay, that's okay. I'm going to put a whiteboard here so that I can type it for you.
Thank you very much.
I have
Thank you.
little food means not enough.
Right?
Yes.
If you have, I have a little food, yani you have enough.
I have a little,
You have it's small. Yeah.
that means I have enough. It's a positive thing. If you say I have little food, the only difference is the A. Do you see?
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super small difference. I have little food. That means I don't have enough. So it's a negative.
Oh, get you. Thank you.
Same thing with few. I have a few, what do we have a few of? I have a few.
Friends.
Right, friends, yeah. I like friends. Okay, I like that. I have a few friends. That means I have enough. Maybe I have one or two, but I'm happy with that. I'm happy. If you say I have few friends, friends means I don't have,
Yeah.
I want more. Yeah.
Great. Thank you.
Little tiny grammar point for you. I love grammar.
Right. Let me write that.
Grammar this semester, so I'm sad. Okay, so food, yes. Did anybody listen to the conversation?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I listened. I did the.
Okay.
I did them too.
Okay. Let's listen to the first part just for fun, since we have a little time here. And okay, I'm going to. Does everybody have this written? Did you want to write that down? Do you have that written down?
Yeah.
Okay, just a second. I'm going to go to our book here. So let me close this. Just a moment. Listening book. I'll open that. Okay, can everyone, not, you can't see it yet, just a moment. Okay, now you can see the book on your screen.
No?
Yeah.
Yes.
It takes a second, yeah, it takes a
Which
second.
page, teacher? This?
This is page 196. 196. Well, here's an interesting point. Let's talk about this for a moment. In this blue box here, it says it's important to understand the relationship between actions and the consequences or results. Here are some words and phrases that often signal consequences. If you get more exercise, you will sleep better at night. So getting more exercise is the action, and sleeping better at night is the consequence, right? So this one comes first. If you do this, this will happen. Same thing with when. When I sleep well, I wake up in a good mood the next day. So when this happens, you could also say it here, when you get more exercise, you will sleep better at night. When and if sometimes mean the same thing when you're talking about conditionals. They're slightly different. Well, what is the difference? Let's talk about that. What's the difference between if you get more exercise and when you get more exercise? Does anybody know the difference between if and when?
Maybe if it's condition, it could never happen.
Right.
And when you say when, it happened, it will happen, or it happened before.
It happened, yeah.
Good. You guys are so smart. Okay. So if is a condition, may never happen. When happens regularly. When I sleep well, I wake up in a good mood. So the condition is after the when clause. She got lost because she wasn't paying attention. In this case, the action, the first action comes after because. And the second action comes not in the because clause. Because she wasn't paying attention, she got lost, or she got lost because she wasn't paying attention. Lead to, after lead to, we have the result. Long-term job stress can lead to health problems. So this is the result after lead to, because lead means it's taking you to that problem or to that consequence. And speaking of these, what about trigger? Can we say long-term job stress can trigger health problems?
Yeah.
This is the wrong answer in my test.
I noticed that.
Oh my god! I quickly did the first 7 sentences and then I turned down to do it quickly before the time passed.
Yeah.
That's why when the computer gave me the wrong answers, I did that. I catch my hair because I did that.
You were mad at yourself. You were mad.
Yeah, I mad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got mad
Because on the quiz, not everybody's taking the quiz, but there's a quiz question with the word trigger. So be careful when you read it. We're not going to tell them.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, I understand.
Could we put trigger here? Long-term
Yeah, we can.
trigger health problems?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because trigger means cause and
Yeah,
lead.
can cause health problems.
Yeah. So sometimes it's a little confusing,
Yeah.
Be careful about where you put the cause and the effect. So let's go down here. Let's see. Let's do these together. Why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What do we have here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's 5 people. Nathir, you probably have to go soon, right?
Yep.
Okay, so how about you do number 1? I have a tendency to when I'm stressed. So we're
to relax when I am stressed.
what?
Yeah, to sleep sometimes.
I would say eat.
Wait a minute, Nathir. You can't say I have a tendency to relax when I'm stressed, because rest and relax are like opposite feelings. So
I have tendency to eat chocolate.
okay.
To eat chocolate or to shout.
Or to listen to music, for example.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Or to sleep. It's about me.
To sleep, yeah.
Yeah.
Teacher, I have a question.
Okay. What?
Are these from the listening, not from us? Is that right?
It's just your opinion. Complete each statement with your own idea of a consequence. Then listen to.
Oh, I write them from the listening.
Oh, I see. There's a listening thing here. You know what? I didn't even notice that before.
Yeah, but I used the listening, the second one. I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. Whatever, as long as you fill it out with something that makes sense, that's fine.
Okay.
But it does say complete each statement with your own idea, and then listen to find out what the other person says. We'll listen to it in a second.
Yeah.
How about number 2?
I did it like that.
That's okay. If you eat healthy, okay, read number 2. Who would like to do that? Ariane, you're and then Matt, and then Nihal, and then Hanan.
Number 2?
Yeah.
If you eat healthy foods today, you will be in a good mood.
Okay. Cool. You'll be in a good mood.
Yes.
Number 3.
Teacher.
Yes.
Yes. If you are in a good mood, you will feel more better, or
You'll feel
confident,
or yeah,
Comfortable,
comfortable,
happy,
confident,
happier,
happy, content.
content.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good. Number 4, Nidal.
Okay. Number 4.
You see? Diets.
If you will, number 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
Diets that contain a lot of sugar can lead to to healthy problem like diabetes or obesity.
Overweight.
Obesity.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Depression.
Grammatically, you want to put a noun phrase here, right? Can lead to health problems, or lead to diabetes, can lead to obesity. You can't say lead to overweight because overweight
To gain weight. Oh,
can lead
Obesity.
oh no.
Obesity.
Weight
gain
weight.
weight gain. Lead to weight gain, because why is that? Because weight is the adjective and gain is the noun there. So you can say diets that contain a lot of sugar can lead to weight gain, or lead to gaining weight. There's two ways to say it. Gaining in that case is a gerund adjective, and then weight is a noun there. It's confusing. So it can lead to gaining weight, or it can lead to weight gain, or it can lead to diabetes, or it can lead to obesity. How about number 5, Hanan?
Extrovert eat healthy because they are always socializing.
Okay.
Eat unhealthy or eat more.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's your opinion, right? Do they eat unhealthy food because they're socializing, or do they eat healthy food because they're socializing? I guess it depends on who they're socializing with, right? If they're socializing with people who only eat healthy food, then awesome. If they're socializing with people who eat junk food, then they're probably eating a lot of food, right?
But in the listening, they say extroverts eat unhealthy. Eat more.
Unhealthy food.
Yeah.
In the listening, they do say that.
In the listening, yeah.
Do we listen to it right now? We'll play this audio together just to check it, because to tell you the truth, I haven't listened to it recently. So I'm going to check it.
Page 196. Exercise B. A conversation about food and emotions.
Hey, Sam. Mind if I join you?
Not at all. Have a seat.
So, what's up with you?
Not much. Well, everything.
Are you okay? You seem upset.
Actually, I'm really stressed. I've got so much to do before my big job interview that I don't know if I'll have time to prepare for it. I need to learn more about the company, fix my resume, and get a new suit. I feel so awkward in a suit. It's all really causing me a lot of anxiety and lack of sleep, too.
Okay. And now I realize that this is the same conversation that we have for the other one. So yes, I have listened to it. Has he answered the question yet for number 1?
I remember I have a tendency to want to eat junk food.
Yeah. But has he answered it yet? I don't, he hasn't
Yeah.
answered.
Yeah, he answered. Yes, he answered.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
No, he didn't. No.
Yeah, there's no answer for this question.
Not yet, right? He's talking about why he's stressed. Why is he stressed?
Yeah.
The resume. We want to change the resume.
Well, but there's a bigger reason why he's stressed.
Yeah.
Resume.
Yes.
What's the reason why he's stressed right now?
Interview.
An interview.
Job interview.
The interview, yeah.
And he has to do 3 things before the interview.
Yeah, he have to know more about the company, fix his CPS or
outfit.
Yeah, I don't know.
His resume.
About
Yeah.
resume, yeah.
And pick a
And the suit, yeah, about suit.
The suit. Does he like wearing suits?
no.
No.
It makes him
It's him awkward,
Awkward.
awkward, yeah.
Mohammed, do you like wearing suits?
Yeah.
So you don't feel awkward in a suit?
No.
You feel confident and
Yes.
strong and happy when you're wearing a suit?
Yeah, I'm happy.
That's good.
Feeling.
But you know, some people feel awkward wearing a suit because they don't usually wear one. So they feel like, the tie is choking my neck and the coat is too tight. And That's my son. My son hates wearing a suit. He just hates it.
Oh, you look alike, like a nice person.
Yeah, you like to dress up?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, let's keep listening and find the answers to these right now.
Well, if you don't mind me saying so, one of the things you might want to do first is toss out that milkshake and those chips too.
Wait, what is that word that she said? Did you understand what she said? If you don't mind me saying, one thing you should do is...
Milkshake. Milkshake. Milkshake.
Shake milk?
Shake milk.
No, like to throw the.
Throw it
What
away.
she
But
said.
what did she say? She said something else. She didn't say throw away. I was wondering if
Yeah.
you... Wait, listen one more time.
What you want to do first is toss out that milkshake and those
Toss.
chips too.
Out.
Toss out.
Toss.
Yeah, toss
Toss out.
S. Toss out.
What's out?
It means throw
It means
Yeah,
throw.
toss out.
or
Throw.
get rid of.
Yeah. If I, here, I'll write it on our whiteboard again. I like to at least have a few new words for you guys here. Hold on.
Yes.
Here we go. Can you see the whiteboard now?
Yeah.
Okay. So toss out means throw away. It's the same exact meaning, but it has a different verb and a different preposition. So she said, you should toss out that milkshake. And what else was he eating? There was something else.
Milkshake.
Junk food.
And junk food? Is that what she said? Okay.
So,
I think chips. I don't know if she said
Yep.
chips.
Oh, maybe it was chips. That's what it was. I'm sorry, you. I don't know. Yeah, I think it was chips. We'll say chips.
Yeah.
So toss out means to throw away. Have you heard that before?
Yeah, I hear that.
Okay. So maybe some of you have, some of you haven't. So we say that like, you should, it's kind of like small things, I think. Like, you know, you're cleaning out your refrigerator.
Yeah.
Like my daughter was cleaning the refrigerator for me the other day, and she said, "Is this good, Mom? Do you want me to keep this?" What was it? I don't know, sauerkraut. I said, "No, you can toss that out. It's bad. Toss it." You can also say toss it, toss,
Mhm.
or just toss. You can do it without the out. It means throw it in the garbage quickly, or yeah. I'm trying to think of, it's kind of like, yeah, small things when you're cleaning out your room, cleaning out the refrigerator, cleaning out your desk. You know, I'm going to toss all of these things because I don't use them anymore. Or I'm going to toss out my old books. Don't do that. I never toss out my old books. But you might say, I'm going to toss out my old books because class is over. You should give them to someone else. But all right, cool. I love it when you learn new words. Okay, well, let's finish this little conversation, part of this conversation. See if there's anything else new to learn.
Why is that?
Well, they're not good for you, for one.
I know that, but I have a tendency to want junk food when I'm stressed. It makes me feel...
So what did he say? I have a tendency to want...
Junk food when he's stressed.
Right, tendency to want. So you use a verb there. I have a tendency to want, to need, to eat junk food when I'm stressed.
Feel better. I thrive on junk food.
What did he say?
He thrives.
I thrive on
junk food.
Thrive on junk food. That means it gives him energy. It makes him feel good. It makes him feel alive.
You might think you feel better, but unhealthy foods can actually have a negative effect on your mood.
Oh, great.
It's true that stress triggers
Hold
the
on a second.
desire.
When he said, "Oh, great," is he happy about that or not?
No.
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 No. So that's one of those times when he says a word great. Remember we talked about this before, like we use the opposite when we mean the opposite when we say something. So if you say, it's your tone of voice, right? If he said, "Oh, great, I'm glad to hear that," maybe he's happy. But
we say irony about something like
Yeah, it's like ironic or sarcastic. Either of those would work in this case.
that. Yeah.
More sarcasm. Irony is maybe a little more complicated than that.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Do you think he likes it when his friend tells him how he should eat and throw away his food?
No.
She seems kind of bossy, doesn't she? I don't think I would like that. You know what I mean by bossy?
Yeah. Like bothering
Us.
or something.
Well, more than bothering.
Giving orders all the time.
Yeah.
Telling him what to do, right? You shouldn't eat this. You should throw this away. You should eat this. You should do that. I mean, maybe if she's his mom, that's acceptable, but I think they're friends, right? So it's kind of rude.
Bossy.
Bossy. B-O-S-S-Y. We use that
So
word.
bossy like a boss.
Yeah, but it's bad. It's like
Okay.
It's like bossy if you're not the boss. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like if you're, I don't know, is one of your children more bossy than the other, Ariane?
Both.
Sometimes you have like an older sister who's bossy to the younger brother. She tells him what
Yeah.
to do all the time or something like that.
All the time, middle kid, he's the bossy on the others.
Really?
Or the smaller one.
I thought it was the older one that's bossy more often.
No, not older one. No, he's poor. He's poor.
He's
Poor.
Yeah, like he's more quiet or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say poor. He's more like humble or quiet.
Humble.
What's the opposite of bossy? Opposite of bossy is humble, I guess.
Humble.
I don't know. Hey, Alan, what's the opposite of bossy? See, I can ask my husband now that I'm at home. Need another opinion. I don't know what's the opposite of bossy. Patient, listening, you know, not asserting your own way. I'll have to think about that. We don't have a word for that, really, like one word. I have to think about it. Okay. So he said, oh, great. Here we go again. She's going to tell me what to do.
For like milkshakes and chocolate.
Hold on.
Oh, great.
Here.
It's true that stress triggers the desire for sweets, like milkshakes and chocolate.
Or chocolate milkshakes.
Yes, like chocolate milkshakes. But seriously, eating unhealthy foods can affect you in the short term and the long term.
Well, honestly, I'm just looking at the short term right now.
Okay, then. You might be interested in knowing that research has confirmed that your
Well, wait a second. What do you know what they mean by short term and long term? He said, I'm just looking at the short term.
Short term
like
right now.
like
right
these
now.
days, yani.
Yeah.
Long terms on
days,
after
6 days,
that, يعني.
Yeah.
Like long term is meaning like maybe
Long
2 or 3 days
Next
or,
year.
or a month.
Yeah, next year.
Months to months.
Okay, awesome.
yeah.
And she also said trigger. I wondered if you caught that. Triggers, I think she said stress triggers the desire for triggering, triggers the desire for bad food or something like that. So it causes us to want bad food. Stress. Okay, let's keep listening.
mood can be affected by what might be interested in knowing that research has confirmed that your mood can be affected by what you ate 2 days ago. So if you eat healthy foods today, you'll be in a better mood in 2 days. And if you're in a good mood, you'll feel more confident and less stressed.
All right, so you guys said that. You feel more confident, less stressed if you're in a good mood.
Well,
Obviously.
that makes some sense.
Yes, and research shows that in the long term, diets that contain a lot of sugar and processed foods can lead to depression.
Well,
Uh-huh. So a lot of sugar, and she added something else there. Did you catch that? She said diets that contain a lot of sugar and processed food.
And processed food, yeah.
Processed food is what? What's that, Ariane?
From industrial food.
Yeah. Like the process
Process chemical food,
Process to
chemical
make food.
foods.
Right. And
No, chemical food.
say that again, Hanan.
Chemical food, it contains chemicals.
Yes.
Processed food. Yeah.
Or some kind of industrial
additional
additional
substitute.
Additional ingredients or substitute ingredients. It's not fresh. It's not what you make at home. Yeah. Processed food is usually you find that in a can or potato chips, things like that. Yeah. And she said diets that contain a lot of sugar can lead to, what was the answer? Depression. Remember, in this case, lead to
it's a noun.
Goes together when you have to have a noun after it. Yeah, which is different than tendency too, right? Tendency is a word by itself, and then it's followed by a infinitive, to plus the verb. So in this case, to is part of the infinitive verb phrase. In this case, to is a preposition that goes with. So that's why it can be confusing to understand what kind of word goes after it, right? Yes. Let's see. We'll get the answer to the last one and then we'll quit.
Well, overall, I do eat pretty healthily. It's just when I'm stressed. I want chips, milkshakes, pizza, all that stuff.
Well, when's the interview?
It's in 3 days. So I guess tomorrow it'll be all salads and smoothies.
Good idea, Sam.
It's fascinating. I always knew that how I feel affects what I eat, but I never really thought about the fact that what I eat could affect how I feel.
It's really interesting stuff, right? And
so do you understand the difference in those sentences? How I feel affects what I eat, and what I eat affects how I feel. So both of them are true according to this conversation, right? In one case, your mood, how you feel, is the first thing, and then that affects what you eat, secondly. But also what you eat coming first affects how you feel coming second. Did you guys catch that?
Yeah.
So the word affect is signaling the result there.
even more amazing is that your personality type can also affect what you eat and how you eat.
What do you mean by that?
Well, take an extrovert, for example. Many people think that being sociable is a positive trait, but extroverted people are more outgoing and like to be around others. They tend to go to more social occasions.
Like parties and dinners?
Exactly. And you can see where I'm going with this.
Yes, I can. So extroverts eat less healthily because they're always socializing, right?
That's right. That's not true for every extroverted person, of course, but studies have shown that it's an aspect of being extroverted.
And I heard that being a picky eater is a characteristic of someone who's afraid to take risks and who may even suffer from anxiety.
Oh, do you know what that means, picky eater?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
You
like
like something you order it.
It's difficult for you to eat something you don't like to eat everything.
Right.
Yeah. Or always give an opinion about the food, or like a comment or something like that. It's bad, it doesn't taste good or something.
Oh, maybe. I never thought of it quite that way, but usually it refers to like you don't like to eat certain foods. You have very like very specific needs of the way that you eat food, or you know, the order you eat it or how you eat it is very particular. What did you think about, number 5, extroverts eat
less healthy.
Less healthy.
Not healthy, but healthily.
Less healthier. Or
it's an adverb, you guys. Less healthily. Less healthily. Yeah, here, I'll spell it for you, because I know you probably didn't hear it quite well. If you go back, you'll hear it again. Yeah, I'm gonna make, because it's an adverb, and I know you guys are hard. It's hard for you to remember to do adverbs. They eat less healthily. healthily. Everybody see that?
Yeah.
Because we're using an adverb to describe how they eat.
Yeah.
Now, if, let's see, can I make another? Sorry, trying to, I don't know how to use these boxes very well. Sorry, I'm gonna go down here. So you can say they eat less healthy what? Healthy food, right?
Healthy food.
What happens?
Oh my God.
Using the toilet. That's never happened in my Zoom class before. Thank you for letting me know.
Oh my God.
Nobody's gonna admit to who did that.
Yeah.
It wasn't me or Ariane because we are not in the
Me,
back.
No, it's not me.
It's not me. I was talking with you.
You can see me. I'm in the living room.
My
Oh my
son wants me. That's why I did that.
Oh, Hanan, that was so funny. That made
I forgot to mute.
It's okay.
oh wow, my stomach hurts. That was so funny.
Oh my God.
Thank you for that, Hanan. That was very, very humorous. Right, I think we have to end on that note. They eat less healthy food. They eat less healthily. Right. I'm gonna let you guys. You'll finish that conversation. It's almost over, and you can do that for homework, and then just turn it in before our class on Wednesday. And on Wednesday, we're going to start the new unit in the reading book,
Yes.
Unit 10. And we'll just preview it and talk about it and stuff like that. And you'll have another 9 days to finish that. So are there any other questions about what you need to do before we go?
That's okay for me.
No, everything is clear.
Teacher, did you put the article or something?
Oh, yes, the article. Let me... what happened with that? What happened is, I think that
You have to do some, like sign in or something?
is because I'm a member of the Wall Street Journal, I can see it, but I put it on the Moodle and I still clicked on it. I could see it. But for you guys, when you click on it, you can only read part of it. Is that what happened?
I didn't enter yet, but Ghadir told me that she cannot enter.
Okay, so probably because you're not a member, you don't have a subscription to it, you can't read the whole thing. So what I'm going to try to do when we're done with this meeting is I'm going to just screenshot it and then I'll put it up there. I'll try it. If it doesn't work, fine, just read part of it, but I'll try to put it there for you. And just, you don't have to read it like super carefully, just read through it to get some interesting information. And one of the questions on your questionnaire asks you what was interesting, and you might find some interesting things. It's about like staying connected and the science behind the importance of staying connected with other people. So it's related to what we're talking about, and what we talked about at the beginning of the semester with sociology and interaction, and then also moods and how we feel during this quarantine and what will help us to feel better. So I think you'll find it interesting. So I'll try to put that up there. And if you have a problem, let me know. I may or may not be able to fix it. We'll see. Any other questions?
No, everything.
Yeah, everything is clear. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all then. Thank you, Hanan, for your toilet flush. That was...
I'm sorry.
I thought that was just perfect. I knew that was going to happen someday, but it hadn't happened yet.
Yeah, my little son.
You were helping your son go to the bathroom, right?
Yeah.
I'll remember to say that next time when I'm in the bathroom and I flush the toilet. I'll remember that I'm helping him. All right, you guys. Well, have a good day. Please go outside and enjoy the sunshine while you can.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You
so
too.
much.
I'll
Thank
see
you.
I hope
Have a good day.
Bye. Have a nice
Have a
day.
good day.
Bye.
Guys. Bye.
Bye bye.
good.